violence! Stop the violence! Stop the violence! Stop the violence! Stop the violence!
Now,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at City Hall in Oakland. And unfortunately, it is ground zero for this crime wave that is taking over our city and taking over the East Bay area. And it is tragic. We had experienced a murder, a horrendous murder of Maria Ramos. Maria Ramos, a mom, a single mom of 33 years old. She had 8 kids. And she was a recovering drug addict herself, 6 years clean. And there was drug dealers in her neighborhood in East Oakland. And they were trying to sell drugs to her kids. And her being the mama bear that she was to be protective of her 8 kids. And she did not want to see them experience the hardships of drug addiction like she did. So she challenged these drug dealers in East Oakland. She wanted to put a stop to that because drug addiction, drug dealing leads to violence. And this is not acceptable, people. Not acceptable. We are here to stop the violence. Blanca Velasco, her mom, is suffering from the loss. Now she has to help take care of those 8 poor kids that are left without a mom. A single mom who cared about those kids, loved those kids, that put her life on the line for those kids. And we don't recommend that anyone challenge drug dealers or any criminal elements yourself. That is why we need more public safety. We need more public safety. We don't need just a certain number of officers. We need the number of police enforcement enough to do the job. It has to be an effective number to get the results that we need to turn this city around, stop the crime, stop the violence, and we can do this with better crime prevention. Now, community policing needs to be extended on behalf of the city of Oakland, a stronger crime prevention program. If we are able to prevent crime, then we don't have to chase criminals because the criminals do not conduct the crime. If no crime is committed, we don't have to pursue them. We don't have to prosecute them. We don't have to incarcerate them. We don't have to reintegrate them into society. All of this could be prevented. Can we all just get along here, people? We need to work together. This is not a political game here. Because there's no winners and losers. We're all losing for this. We're all losing because of failed policies from failed leadership. So we need to work together on this to stop the violence. 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 Stop the violence.
Stop the violence. Stop the violence.
All right, our next speaker is Seneca Scott, and he is the founder of Neighbors Together Oakland, and also one of the leads of the recall against Mayor Shakedown. Seneca Scott.
So what I'm thinking this morning is that this has gotten to the point where it's even beyond policy. We talk about policy a lot, and so I want to be redundant to what Edward just shared. But this is beyond policy at this point. What you're looking at is a city that is on an honor system. Every single person that's here gets to decide every day for themselves how many laws they want to break, and who they want to hurt. Now, luckily for us, most of us are honorable. And the only thing keeping Oakland together right now is the fact that most of us have honor. I think it's worth mentioning that the majority of people coming up in Oakland right now are not from here. Some of us are from here, but most of us. And it's always us. We have a collective responsibility. And this moral deficit that we're seeing, this darkness that we're seeing covering Oakland, it accumulates. This despair grows every time you walk past mounds of trash with your children on the way to school.
Tell the truth.
Every time an elder has to get into the middle of the street and do a cabinet, rock both sides. Every time you gotta pay another bill because someone robbed you. Every time the insurance goes up, or the energy bill goes up, the fear and desperation compound. And the moral depravity that we're seeing in Oakland will grow. And good people like yourselves will lose your honor if you're not aware of the fact that every single day you're making a conscious decision to remain honorable. And why is Oakland on the honor system? Because we have zero rule of law. When you have the OPD, the OPOA spokesperson go on national television and tell the whole doggone world that there's only 35 police officers in the streets of Oakland for 500,000 people.
Criminals too.
And I always say 500,000 people because Oakland doesn't have 450,000 people. There are at least 50,000 undocumented neighbors. Not to count them is a failure of policy. If we have 500,000 people and 35 officers, you do one to the car. Why would a police chief, I'm sorry, not the police chief, why would a police officer association union head, president, representing these cops and collective bargaining, basically put a target on the city's back? That would usually be irresponsible, right? It would usually be irresponsible for a cop to say, hey, everybody in the whole doggone world, we don't have no police in Oakland. Come here and do whatever you want. We're not going to catch you. So why did he say it? Because it's already happening. What you just saw was a desperate cry for help from that man. And yeah, Gavin sent some police, I heard. I ain't seen none of them.
Come on, man.
And we got a lot of people talking about they ain't seen none of them, to be honest with you. Because we have not seen a decline in the rate of retail theft or violent theft. When you go to the City of Oakland website, you can't even report retail theft. What's going on here?
Nothing.
We gotta have an agreement of facts before we can proceed as a community to become safer. And when our leaders lie to us every day, because they're cooking the book in this election season, and they want to get re-elected to these jobs that are paying them to do absolutely nothing for our community, then they want to show up for some bona fides. Or nothing gets done. So yeah, we got policy failure. But you know what? I always say leadership is action, not position.
That's what it's supposed to be.
And so the action needs to be taken by the community. You see today,
Action Jackson.
standing up against this violence. And I'm going to end with just a few more thoughts that I have. If you listen, take a minute. Maya Angelou once said, everything humans do is human nature. That means you can do it and so can I. Let that sink in for a minute. I'm running stop signs. I'm running red lights. I'm just being honest with you.
Break the law.
Because there is no law.
There you go.
When you go into a store, more and more people are like, I couldn't afford that. I'm just going to steal it.
Walk out.
Walk out. Why not? I'm not going to get caught.
Do nothing.
Nobody's going to do nothing. This is a slippery slope to what we're seeing today.
Shame, Oakland.
It is a shame. And so I want to leave you with these thoughts. I'm going to leave you with these thoughts. I'm sorry, Maria. I'm trying to be fair to that. Because we do have another community event with people who they work hard planning. So I'm trying to keep the vibration high and make sure that we all share the collective responsibility of checking ourselves each and every day.
Yeah.
Now we got community members putting up tires so that kids don't get hit by cars. You got community members pulling out the pepper spray like this young lady, rest in peace, who was trying to defend her children. You got people like myself who have to pull out a gun against two knife-wielding drug addicts. Thank you for beating the charges. I beat them charges and got my gun back. Thank you to Alameda County DA's office for protecting us. Think about that. I had to risk my life in freedom to protect myself against a person with a knife. And what do people do? They weaponize it politically. Shame on them. And shame on you if you think that. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And the ultimate freedom is keeping what you work for. And I'm going to end with that. I'm going to say it one more time. Real freedom is keeping what you work hard for. And so when the government takes it with taxes, that's theft, that's evil, that's sin. When the robber takes it from you because they think they deserve what you work for, that's evil, that's sin. And when you take something that don't belong to you, and it ain't always got to be physical, the theft of a good moment is sin. All sins are derivative of theft and taking something that doesn't belong to you. So Oakland needs a revival. Oakland needs God, to be honest with you. Oakland needs to refine ourselves in our purpose. Oakland needs to stop this bullshit where we think it is okay to let our elders and our children be robbed, raped, and murdered in these streets. I'm not going for that. So I'm going to end with that. Think about this every day. You have so much power. Everyone listening has so much power. But leadership is action, not position. God bless you, brother. Stop the violence.
Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. All right, our next speaker is Brenda Grisham. She is a warrior in the trenches there for the victims of crime. And she is standing tough and doing what she can. She is a leader of Save Alameda County for everyone. Brenda Grisham.
Tell them what we all about, sister. Come on. Let me see it. All right, the devil's still alive.
You guys know you guys are they're supposed to be out here at 11:30.
Okay.
It's 11:30.
Wow.
It's 11:30. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. We have an event going on, and we got to get our. Okay, like 2 minutes. I can't do it.
5 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I'm gonna use a minute and a half because it don't take long to say something very important.
Okay.
The only people who are gonna make a change is us. We cannot keep depending on everybody else to save our communities. It's gonna take each and every one of us. It doesn't matter what your mission is. It doesn't matter on what's out there. Everybody is unsafe. It doesn't matter what organization you are with. We are all citizens of Alameda County, and the safety begins with us. If you feel what you're doing is going to make you say continue. But we need to come together sooner or later because it's going to be us that's going to save us. It's going to be us that's going to bring our communities back together. It's going to be us. And while we're being divided each and every day, it's still going to be us. Because one thing about it, we all are family no matter what the color of our skin is, no matter what the messages are. We are family, we are citizens, and we all deserve to be safe. That's my 1 minute.
Let's come together, Oakland.
While we waiting for Edward to get back, we're going to just wrap it up. Who's the next speaker? All right. No, go ahead. You got 1 minute. Let's go.
Good morning. Hello. My name is Shan Hirsch, and I am running for City Council District 3. I am standing on behalf of the community of West Oakland, the city of Oakland, and let everyone know it is time to change. It is time to unite together. It is time to stop the violence. I have been here 3 decades in West Oakland doing the work. So you guys together, stick together, and let's change for Oakland. If you would like to continue to stay here, time to change. It is time to change. Thank you, and I love you guys.
It's time for change. So what are we calling for? Stop the violence in Oakland. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. All right, I want to thank everyone for joining us here today. My name is Edward Escobar. I'm the founder of the Coalition for Community Engagement and the hashtag Citizens Unite movement. The killing has to stop. This has to stop. Oakland needs to recover from all this damage so that we can progress and find success for all of Oakland and the East Bay. So what are we calling for? Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. I'm Edward Escobar. Thank you for joining us here today.